Yeah, what's up, kids and queens? We're back again, and as usual, we're going to the Pretoria High Court, like just to check what sense can we make out of the Mayweather trial, right? You know, it's a sad case because when Judge Ratha was talking about there are people who are like affected by this case who wants to see the result. I don't know to him what he meant by that, but to me, I'm thinking about the Mayweather like how long must they wait until they come across the truth. Now, let's check out what's happened today. Ratha was cracking the whip today. Did you see that? Ratha was on Mr. Baloyi's case today, and it was not a beautiful sight on the part of Baloyi. Like when you look at him, it was not a beautiful sight. Before we do that, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you're in the loop. Yeah, you know what's kings and queens? What we're going to do today is we're going to look at how Ratha was. He was like, he surprised me today, like out of the blue, out of so many things that he's done that make you mad at him. Today, I just want to say salute. The, 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 the whip that he was cracking on Baloyi today, it was. Baloyi tried to talk, he couldn't even talk at some point. When he, like, the reaction on Baloyi's face when Ratha said, no, we are not postponing until Wednesday. You know, let me just narrate how this happened, how this all came along. We were under the impression that today, Mr. Mangena will commence his cross-examination, right? I don't know if Baloyi will start again to re-examine him. I don't know. We'll see what they decide. So it was supposed to be Mangena, right, to do his stuff, only to find out that Baloyi had other plans. What can you expect from Baloyi? What do you expect from Mr. Baloyi? So far, he has proven himself to just slither away from, like, come up with something. When you think this is going to happen, something else happens. And that was the case. That was the case. That was the case. Now, after that, it became apparent that why he didn't want the proceedings to continue today is because he's saying no. They agreed with the defense that no, we can wait until tomorrow so that they can find some of the evidence that they were looking for, whatever. The real story is the ballistic evidence expert who's supposed to do the test for the defense, right? That guy is supposed to receive information from the state. Yes, he received some of the information, but guess what? What a twist. The information that he got was transcripts of Mangena's evidence, was evidence in chief, right? But what a twist. They were missing just after lunch up until the end of the session. They were missing. Like it was not sent to the ballistic expert of the state. Now, Ratha was on the defense case, telling them they must bring notes, whatever, blah, blah, because the JP is on his case. He's feeling like he's enjoying this case. Why is he taking so long? I didn't like the fact that Ratha was going on about the notes when the defense, even Ramasipeli, came out and told him, no, the issue is not our notes. We got our notes. The issue is the information sent to our expert is not complete. They had to adjourn. Baloyi is suggesting they go check if that record is not there or what. He knows it's not there. So he just made them go and check. They went for an hour and or so. They came back. Ratha was pissed. As soon as he learned that Baloyi wanted us to adjourn until Wednesday, what, blah, blah. He said, no, no adjourning. Who's the transcript person there? Who's the court manager? Like somebody who's responsible for this. They called a certain white lady. That lady came. She tried to, unburden herself. She tried to lift the shoulder off her, the weight, lift the weight off her shoulder. Passed the bag to some other lady who had to be called. Ratha said, call her now. I was surprised. I was like, yeah, Ratha. They called that lady. Calls were going on in court, Baba, like live. That lady was called. She also tried to pass the back. I can't send it to blah, blah, whoever. Like, before we go there, Baloyi was gobsmacked when Ratha said, in fact, type the whole transcript, redo the whole transcript. Baloyi was like, oh, it's going to take 2 days, whatever, blah, blah. Now, I took the liberty of going back to that day, just after lunch, to see what was it that Baloyi was trying to run away from. Like, what is it that he didn't want to include towards like the aspect of the defense. Now, what I picked up when I listened to that transcript, I will include the link. I'll include the clip. I will have the clip for you right after this analysis, short analysis, and also it will be after the clip of the exchange between Ratha and Baloyi, right? Today's happenings. Now, what took my interest? What took my what I can highlight from that Mangena's evidence in chief is him and Baloyi, they were piggy banking a lot on Rolf's work, like whatever work he did in the Cleveland case, they were piggy banking a lot on that because every now and then Mangena would refer to Rolf's affidavit, right? They did a lot of that in many cases. So, like, that can highlight that they were relying on another man's work from another case. Now, another thing that we can highlight from that missing transcript is Mangena said on Ruluf's test, the bullet it had enough class characteristics, right, that could match, but it didn't have enough singular characteristics, whatever. He explains it in the video. Now, also another thing that he said is when he received the package, right, it was in an already open seal bag. Underline that, open seal bag. So my question to Mr. Mangena is, do you usually work like that? Is it protocol? Is it allowed to just receive open seal bag and you commence doing tests and you give your report? So that means, are you allowed also yourself to, after you've done the test, you can give them gun just like that without sealing it? What does the chain of, like, the chain of events, how the security of that equipment, of that evidence during all that process? What do the protocol says about just having a open plastic bag and you work on it? Do you allow that in your standards? Anyway, let's move on. Another thing that we could note from that afternoon, the missing transcript from afternoon is staying. Staying. Let me just check. Yeah, when Mangena arrived at the Cleveland station, the gun was not at the SAP 30, right? So it was somewhere else. And then we can find out this also. This is testified on upon by Warrant Officer Mchalo when he said that the gun was meant to be crushed, destroyed, or whatever like is done to destroy the gun. So this is similar to that evidence. It was meant to be crushed. So I think the investigating officer took it also. When Mangena finished doing the tests, the gun never went back to the station. Gininda suggested that it goes to Mangena's safe. This is some of the things that are in the missing transcripts of the afternoon. Furthermore, he went on the generalities, like when a bullet is there and what does happen. So we can see that it, like Baloyi was hiding from something. He was trying to not let this ballistic evidence for the defense see this evidence. Now, are you telling me that if the ballistic evidence expert can see that there's a record missing, and he even had to reference from YouTube videos, from the SAB's recordings, like he had to reference that in order to see what's missing? Are you telling me that whoever sent that wasn't aware of that? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with two of those clips. The first exchange of Ratha and Baloyi. Baloyi was gobsmacked, like he was trying to mouth or whatever he was trying to object, but it couldn't come out. It's going to catch up with you, brother. I mean, it's already catching up with you, provided Ratha stay on path. Now, before we go out, I would like to say, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. I would like to welcome all the new subscribers, all the kings and queens, new royalty. I would like to say thank you to my loyal subscribers, the kings and queens, the kings and queens. Thank you for the continued support. I value your support. Totally. Peace. See the next one. Enjoy. It was a good day today. It was a good day. It was smashing. Peace.
Recording, the missing part which was not transcribed is indeed there on the recording. If one looks at the tab record, page 74, it ends at about line 15. Now I'm sorry, my lord.
You're saying if I look at page 74?
Yeah, page 74, the record ends at about line 16.
Okay.
Now, from 14:30, 2:30, up until 15:24,
Yeah.
that whole recording, my lord, hasn't been transcribed, and that is what is missing.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, what do we do? We suggest that the state and the defense suggest that an urgent request be made for transcription of this missing part overnight, and the registrar has already taken steps to request that. Hopefully, we will get the transcripts tomorrow, and they'll be distributed to all the parties, including the witness. And in our estimation, everybody should be ready to proceed on Wednesday. We know, my lord,
Who is the transcriber?
that we losing court time. It's written Gauteng
So how many
transcribers.
pages of evidence are missing, or minutes?
It's the whole afternoon, man. From, as I say, from 14.
So that,
30.
yeah, fine. But that evidence is from which time?
14:30
14:30 to
until 15:24.
15:24.
Yes.
On which day?
When the court adjourned, on the 30th of August, 2023.
Right. Colonel Mangana, Genya, started testifying on which date?
He started to testify on that same date, the 30th of August, 2023.
Until? Yeah, I see.
Basically, up until the,
Yeah, I see the 30th
the
of-
same day. What happened the next day, the 31st, were just merely procedural issues, but his evidence starts on the 30th and concludes on the very same day.
So it's 1 day.
Yes.
Who is the transcriber, the company that transcribes?
Well, I see in the transcript it says Houghton transcribers.
Have you spoken to them?
The registrar has, we haven't personally spoken to them.
Yeah,
but
unless this person comes here in court, we must continue. He must come here so that I make an order that he must transcribe this thing. I know what's going to happen tomorrow. Hey, the machine, hey, the stuff, hey.
perhaps if the registrar can be of assistance.
How do you get your
The
management to come to court? Who's in charge? Yeah. Hello? Where is she or he? You see, I told you. Now that person who's on leave, she can't give orders when she's out of the office. Who is that? Will she be able to give orders that the record must be typed? No. She must be in court. Where are your offices? Where? Here. Yeah, let her come here. Please. Tell her that the court is waiting on her. Won't I? So when you play the recording, does it sound?
The sound is audible, my lord.
It's audible.
Yeah, except for Colonel Mangena, it's a bit soft, but you can hear.
Now you say it wasn't typed, although it was.
Yes, for some inexplicable reason, it wasn't typed, and this it's a very rare occurrence. I think no one foresaw that there could be this big chunk that hasn't been transcribed.
Yeah. Has it ever happened to you, Kenneth, that you come to court and then there are problems with the recordings?
No, my lord, it's for the first time.
First time?
for the first
After how
time.
many years?
30 years.
Okay. Means the first time after 50 years. First time.
It just shows the rarity of, the problem that crept up. Normally, it's just portions that are inaudible, but not portions that
No,
have been.
it's the whole evidence you're telling me. Mr. Baloyi, you're saying it's the whole evidence.
Not the whole evidence, my lord, but it's.
On the 30th of August.
Yes, I think it's most of the evidence after the long adjournment, say 14:20. It's almost just under an hour's evidence, my lord, that hasn't been
Yeah.
transcribed.
Baloyi, can enunciate what the problem is so that she understands you.
Yes. Afternoon. I'm Baloyi for the state, and these are my colleagues for the defense. There was an unusual occurrence in this matter. On the 30th of August 2023, the proceedings were transcribed up to page 74. But from 14:30 on the same day, from 14:30 until 15:24, the proceedings haven't been transcribed, but on the recording, the proceedings are there. Yes, so the proceedings are there, but have not been transcribed. Yes,
I heard that
Yes.
this morning.
yes,
Usually what I'm doing is I'm coming in the morning, I took the audio from the machine, I send it to the transcriber. They have to type from the beginning to the end. So usually I don't receive it back. My supervisor receives it and she emails it to the judge's secretary and she emails it to Ratha at criminal session. So if something is missing, I won't know. I only collect the audio and send it.
yes.
The receiving stuff, I don't receive. And if somebody let me know, like the transcribers tell me, okay, there's 15 minutes missing, then I will come back to the school and I will find that 15 minutes. But we sent this out on the 6th of September last year. And since then, nobody informed me there is something missing from that session.
What we're trying to do now, there's water under the bridge. What we want to find out is, can now this missing part be transcribed overnight so that we get the record tomorrow morning?
Yes.
This is what we want you to assist with. Yes.
Usually what happens, if the recording is more than 3 hours, we can't do it on that overnight. But this was after lunch.
Yes.
So the missing portion is about, I don't know how long.
Yeah, it's about, to be precise, it's just under an hour, 6 minutes short of an hour.
Yes.
So it's
So-
about 54 minutes.
Yes, that we can do on a overnight. Then I can do it today and tomorrow morning, judge and the secretary will have the transcription.
Thanks. So you are going to be in charge of this operation,
Yes, Judge.
and you're assuring the court that you will be responsible for all the arrangements with the transcribers. We don't have to talk to the transcribers. You will do that. Hello?
Yes,
And you will tell them that it's in terms of a court order. Who is the chief transcriber there, or the manager? Who you must speak to? Who must you speak to for this to be actualized? Who must you speak to?
to Stephanie.
She is who?
Stephanie.
What's her full name?
I only know her as Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Yes. I can.
Yeah, please phone her now if you can.
Hi, Stephanie, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Listen, Stephanie, we are sitting with a problem here. I'm standing in court with Judge Mottakling now, and apparently the record wasn't completely typed of the 30th of August 2023. We sent it out, yes, 30th of August 2023. The J33 number is 995. No, it's D995 392. Yes, we sent it on the 6th of September last year. CC 67 of 20 should be our choice. Apparently there's 40, yes, the 30 of August 2023. Apparently there's 45 minutes missing. Okay, what last time do you have there? (15:24). And then that is where it says court adjourned until the next day. But apparently, according to the state advocate, there is a piece of 45 minutes missing.
54 minutes, you said.
It's actually 54 minutes from 14:30.
Sorry, can I interfere? Can you maybe advise the lady to type the whole record of the 30th?
Okay.
Yeah, again, the whole record of the 30th.
The judge ordered now that the whole record must be typed again from the 30th of August 2023. Yes.
Malot, we were worried that
No, I'm going to send you new audio today with a new J43. And that is going to be overnight, Stephanie. The judge don't mind. Yes, but the judge wanted tomorrow. I'm standing in court with judge now, and he ordered. I'm going to put you on speakerphone so that you can tell it to the judge.
What is she saying?
Okay, can you repeat it? Repeat it, please.
I'm here.
Okay, tell the judge what you are saying to me.
Yes, an overnight, we normally cut off the overnight duration at 3 hours because of time. Because 1 hour takes the typist 4 hours to transcribe. The audio that I'm looking at for Sabia is 4 hours, 2 minutes. If you are saying there's an additional 45 minutes, that means this case is going to be 5 hours long. On an overnight, 5 hours is not doable.
It's a day. It's a day's evidence. Is that not so?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I say it's a day's evidence. Een dag. You can't do it
Yes,
overnight.
but that's the problem, because if I'm looking at the duration, because now you're saying we have to retype the entire audio.
I never said
So
that.
if
I said
they're
that,
saying
just
that-
listen. 1 day of the 30th of August. Not the whole record. Only 1 day. 30th of August.
Yes.
You can't type that.
Yes. What I'm saying is, from the audio I've got, it is 4 hours, 2 minutes, just for that 1 day. Now, Debbie's saying there's an additional 45 minutes that's missing. So if I must include that 45 minutes to the 4 hours audio, that puts the audio at 4 hours, 45 minutes. So if you round it off, it's 5 hours. That on an overnight is not doable.
yes,
Stephanie, the 4 hours includes the missing 45 minutes.
it's actually
Okay, because, yes, because that didn't say. You see, I thought it's new audio.
I'm going to send you the 45 minutes today.
Is it 54 minutes or 45?
Yeah,
54.
send me the audio, yeah?
Yes.
And then you can do that audio on an overnight.
Yes, and then I'm going to send it to Nata and Mbali.
Yes, and to the judge.
Okay, I don't have judge's email, so that I don't.
My
It
email.
only goes to Umbali and to Nata.
My email is heaven.com. Hello, are you listening?
Yes, what is it?
My email is heaven.com. How does that sound? Don't you have to send it to the registrar here?
No, I don't send it to the registrar.
Because if we
I'm
send
not
it to
allowed
Mr. Baloyi, they will say evidence is being cooked.
So mine goes to Umbali.
Who's
and
Mbali? Wait. Who is Mbali? Who is Mbali? You.
She's the chief administrator.
Where is she? Where is she?
She's on leave.
She's on leave. Tell her she's on leave.
I don't get that.
If you don't send it to Mbali, who do you send it to? Jesus.
To Nata.
To Umbali and Nata.
Where's Nata?
Nata on the second floor.
Let's say, come. Jesus. Yeah, just wait. Nata, we're calling Nata.
No?
Jesus. God. You miss. Tell her you are acting. Does she know that you are acting on behalf of Mashlang? He was.
Actually, yeah, you can send it to me. Maybe.
Okay, but are you going to read your email? Because remember last time you were saying you never got cases and I was sending all the cases.
Can you please send it to me?
Hey,
Okay, all right, that's fine. I can do that for you.
what time will you send it? I want to know. So that I must also phone when I'm at home. What time? What time? And she must give
Overnight, we have until 9 o'clock to submit.
9 o'clock.
It's going to be, yes.
Okay, just wait. Mr. Mnisi, just give this lady your number. So that you must check with her at 9 p.m.
9, yes.
9 p.m. And also give it to Ms. Mshololo. And also Ms.
It's going to be 9 a.m.
Oh, 9 a.m. Where do you get the a.m. now? Tomorrow morning?
Yes, and overnight is overnight by the next day. So it's 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
It will be ready 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Are you sure, sir? Ma'am?
yes.
Okay, so they'll check on you at 9 a.m. We shall all be on speakers listening.
Yes, no problem.
There's no arithmetic about payments. The payment will do this and that and that and that. Hello?
Hi.
What about the payment? There's no problem.
Payments don't work like that. We send an invoice and then
Okay.
it's paid like on a monthly.
So you'll send an invoice
Yes, so you will get the transcript with the invoice.
at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, fine, thanks. I thought I was a judge. So obvious, I'm a secretary, I'm a transcriber.
But maybe
Hey,
before she go, our suggestion, my lord, is that we confine ourselves to the missing part. If they have to transcribe the whole proceedings on the 30th of August, that might take a bit of time.
but I tried to say only
Yes.
on the 30th.
Just the 54 minutes.
Yeah, we said 54 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Colonel Mangani, I'm sorry about this.
No problem, Judge.
Hey. So we shall adjourn because of those reasons. That we don't have.
Yes. If it
Completed.
carries the court's approval, can we then resume on Wednesday?
Why Wednesday?
Just to give everyone the opportunity
No.
to
Tomorrow.
go through the report.
Tomorrow. Because on Wednesday there will be something else, I can tell you now. So we postpone until tomorrow. Okay, not Wednesday. Right, the court will adjourn.
Found in the case file with lab number 34369/15, which is Cleveland case 93, Cleveland case 96 of 2015, containing the following exhibits. It's 4.1 is 2 fired 9mm caliber, 9mm parabellum caliber test cartridge cases and marked 369 TC1 and 369 TC2. And 4.2 is 2 fired 9mm caliber test bullets marked 369 TB1 and 369 TB2.
Kwathi ngalelo langa ke ngase ngivula ke isikhwama ke sobufakazi esasivaliwe esinenamba eUPA 60015333799 esasimakwe ke uCleveland case 9602 ka2015 ngathola ke ku case file ulab 3436915 kuCleveland case 960215 ngaphakathi ke kwakunalokho okulandelayo ama cartridge noma amagobolondo amabili ke attestwa ke ayesedutshuliwe e9mm iparabellum amakwe u369 TC1 no369 TC2 kanye ke nezinhlamvu ezimbili ezidutshuliwe ke ekwakutestwa ngazo nazo eza9mm zamakwa u369 TB1 no369 TB2.
Now, the bullet tests mentioned in 4.2, where do they come from?
The two bullet tests marked 369 TB1 and 369 TB2 are the two test bullets which were fired by Warrant Officer Rule Officer under Cleveland case 96 of 2015 with a firearm that was received, the CZ75, that was marked 217267/14.
Lana ke lama bullets amabili ke noma le inhlamvu ezimbili zokutesta ke u369 TB1 no369 TB2 ilezi ke ezasetshenziswa uyena ke uLolse etesta ngazo kusona ke isibhamu lesu ke esasitholakele ke sase Cleveland.
If you can turn to Exhibit X in brackets 13 brackets D, the affidavit of rule officer that you've already referred to, paragraph 6.2 thereof. Are those the fired bullets you're referring to?
Paragraph
6.2.
That's correct, my lord. It's 6.2 is ammunition and test. Ammunition used for test purposes were marked as 369 TC1, 369 3C2 on cartridge cases, and 369 TB1 and 369 TB2 on bullets. And we're fighting the pistol mentioned in 3.1.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ukuthi nanjengoba kusho ke ku-statement sakhe uLolse ukuthi ke inhlamvu ezasetshenziswa ke ukuthi ke kutestwe ngazo ke zamakwa ke u369 TC1 no369 TC2 kuwona ke amagobolondo kanti no369 TB1 no369 TB2 kuzona ke inhlamvu zadutshulwa ke ngaso isibhamu ke noma ipistol eshiwo ke noma echaziwe ke ku3.1.
Okay,
These are the same bullets that I've mentioned in my report.
Izona ke lezo inhlamvu lezo engikhulume ngazo noma engiyishilo ke kumbiko wami.
Yes, you may proceed. Paragraph 5.
Paragraph 5, intention and scope of forensic examination comprises of the following ballistic techniques. Microscopic individualization of fired bullets.
Inhloso ke yalokho ke kwakubheka ke ukwahlukanisa ke nokuchaza ke inhlamvu ezisetshenzisiwe.
On paragraph 6, I said I examined the fired bullets mentioned in 3.1 and 4.2 and compared the individual and class characteristic markings transferred to them by firearm components during the firing process using a comparison microscope and found.
Just before you proceed, can you just once again identify those exhibits mentioned in paragraph 3.1 and 4.2?
The exhibit mentioned in 3.1 is the fired bullet 9mm. Is the fired 9mm caliber bullet that I've marked 217267 stroke 14A2.
And which one is it?
Is
Where does
the
it come from?
bullet that I have received from the crime scene.
Lana ke ngikhuluma noma ngichaza lokho ke ngathi uma ngihlola ke inhlamvu lezo ezasetshenziswa ekhulunywa ngazo ke ku3.1 ukhuluma ke ngenhlamvu eyodwa ke esesetshenzisiwe yayo i9mm caliber ile engayithola ke kuyona ke icrime scene kanye ke naku 4.2 ngaze ngiqhathanisa ke nama characteristics lawo kanye futhi nama mark ke asuka kuyona-ke noma asuka kusona-ke isibhamu. Yes.
And 4.2, which exhibits are those?
4.2 are the two fired 9mm caliber test
Setshenziswa ku sorry akusiwona amakhubulonde inhlamvu eziwu2 zayo i9mm ezazezidubulile ezamakwa-ke u369 TB1 no369 TB2.
And who conducted those tests?
I conducted the test.
No.
Imina-ke owayithesta.
No, in 4.2.
In
In
4.2.
4.2, yes.
Oh, these were fired by warrant officer rule-offs.
Kwaku u4.2-ke owathesta-ke laphayana kwaku warrant officer rule-offs.
Yes, you may proceed. Paragraph 6.1.
In paragraph 6.1, I said there is sufficient class characteristics but insufficient individual characteristic marking transferred to these bullets by firearm components during the firing process, which could be due to the difference in bullet material. As a result, I took a decision to obtain the additional tests of the same material as the exhibit bullet.
Lana-ke ngathola-ke ukuthi uma-ke lama characteristics ehlanganisiwe-ke eyi-class kutholakala-ke ukuthi-ke kukhona-ke okwanele kodwa-ke uma-ke uwabheka ngayodwa i-characteristics utholeke ukuthi akukho okwanele uma ngaba lama marks esendluliselwa-ke kuzona-ke ley'nhlamvu isona isibhamu ngayo i-process leyo eyokudubula kodwa ngoba-ke kwakunomehluko owawukhona-ke kuyinhlamvu ezasetshenziswa ngenxa yalokho ngase ngithathe isinqumo-ke sokuthi ngiphinde futhi ngithathe amanye ama-test.
Can you just explain what you mean by class characteristic?
By class characteristic, my lord, I refer to the number of grooves on the bullets, on both bullets, the width of the bullets, and then the twisting of the bullets. Those I could see the similarities, but even the size, the width of those grooves were the same. But the difference was the tests were the full metal jacket, and the bullet from the crime scene was a CMJ, a complete metal jacket. Now the markings or the individual markings were not clear on the exhibit bullet from the crime scene, whereby on the bullet, the test bullets, as it's a hard bullet, it will pick up more marks than what appears on the exhibit bullet.
Lana-ke ngoba-ke uthola ukuthi inhlamvu ezimbili-ke imbili lezi engafani-ke CMJ ne-FMJ utothola-ke ukuthi-ke kuloku okubhekayo-ke ukuthi-ke inhlamvu ezahlukile awungeke utholeke ama-lines noma ama-characteristics afanayo.
Yes, you may proceed.
Then I took a decision on if I can get the firearm back to shoot the correct test, the CMJ, the correct type of bullets in this firearm. And then I can compare those bullets that I fired with the bullets from the crime scene to see if there can be similarities on those ones.
Ngase ngithatha isinqumo-ke sokuthi-ke uma isibhamu leso singabuya-ke ngiphinde ngisithole futhi ngisebenziseke lolu hlobo-ke lwenhlamvu-ke lolu olwatholakala khona kuyona-ke i-crime scene ngingasebenzisi inhlamvu eyahlukeneke ngibheke-ke ukuthi ngakhona yini ukuhlangana noma ukufana.
Yes, you may proceed.
On paragraph 7, I said, on Monday, the 20th of July, 2020, I received an open seal bag with number PA 400081085, marked inter alia Cleveland case 96 of 2015, and SAP 1386/2015, containing the following.
Kwathi ngomsombuluko ngeyi-20 zikaJulayi 2020 ngathola-ke isikhwama sobufakazi esasivuliwe esinonamba ewu-PA 4000810885 esasimakwe uCleveland Mass 960215 kanye no-SAP 1386/2015 ngaphakathi-ke kwakunalokhu.
7.1. Inside that bag, I found one 9mm parabellum caliber CZ Model 75 single and double action semi-automatic pistol with serial number obliterated, but it was marked 34369/15 on the trigger guard and one magazine.
Ngathola-ke ngaphakathi kwakuyiwa i9mm eyodwa i-parabellum, i-CZ, model 75, i-single kanye ne-double action, i-semi-automatic kwakuyi-pistol, ne-serial number eyayisuliwe, eyamakwa u-34, 369, 15, kuyona-ke i-trigger guard, kanye ne-magazine eyodwa.
On 7.2, there was one ammunition box inside that seal bag, and it contained the following. 7.2.1, 16 9mm parabellum caliber cartridges and rounds, and 7.2.2, and 10 9mm short caliber cartridges rounds.
Ngaphakathi futhi ke kwase kukhona ke nebhokisi eyodwa noma i-ammunition eyodwa ibhokisi enalokho ngaphakathi ama rounds awu 16 9mm caliber amakobolondo kanye futhi ke nama short cartridges 9mm awu 10 ngaphakathi ama rounds.
Now, Lieutenant Colonel, before we proceed, you mentioned in paragraph 7 that on Monday, the 20th of July, 2020, you received an open seal bag with that number. Can you just explain what?
Open seal bag now.
Yes. What do you mean here?
My lord, I went to Cleveland Police Station, that's SAP 30. I requested the exhibit from the case number. I gave them the case number. They gave me 30 number. And the first thing that the warrant told me was that the firearm has already been dispatched for destruction, but it's still in another safe, not in the SAP 30. But you can look for it. He went to look for it and came back. I think it was in a box. When he opened the box, it was that seal bag. It was open seal bag. Inside that seal bag, they put a tag with the SAP 13, and there was this pistol and the box with the ammunition that I've mentioned.
Ngaya ke eCleveland la khona ke ngabanikeza khona ke inamba lena ngacela ke ukuthi banginikeze ke lesi sibhamu lesi wangitshela ke uwarrant lowo ke ukuthi isibhamu leso kwakuyisibhamu ke manje abasebenzi ukuthi bahlukaneke naso noma ke singabi kusakhona ke police station kodwa ke ukuthi sasise khona kwenye isafe wahamba kwayoyikhipha lapho ke kwakune seal bag eyayivuliwe ke kanye ke naleli bhokisi elalikhona ngaphakathi.